Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'll be finally driving this beauty of a car in multiplayer, and that is of course the Techrules AT96 track version. A car that seems to have been in the game for quite a while now, but I unfortunately have never been able to acquire it despite wanting it quite a bit. From what I understand, this used to be an amazing car back in the day. Nowadays, it's still good, but we're gonna see how it performs in MP2 where there is a free try for it right now. Before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. When you do these things, you tell YouTube this is worth recommending to more people, and in that way the channel can continue going and I can continue making these videos for you. So go ahead, do it for DBT and for the content. But alright, so free try in MP2. Man, I've talked about to no end how I love the fact that there are free tries in MP2 nowadays. Now, I still hate that I have to navigate until I find the car that I want as opposed to, you know, being pre-selected, but either way. So here we got the Techrules, which is Class A, a rank of 4444, very peculiar number, but still. Now, I always wonder what made this car that special, because like I said, I think I had heard that this car was really good back in the day. In the game, it was like, wow, this is an amazing performer. But having a look at the stats now, it doesn't look hyper impressive. With a top speed of 364, I mean, it's a little bit above average for top speed, but nothing real impressive. Acceleration of 85, that's pretty good. Handling of 75, that's high. Not insanely high, but you know, pretty high. And nitro of almost 70, also kind of high, but nothing outstanding. So once I actually got to see the stats recently, I'm like, wow, this doesn't look as impressive as I thought it was. But then asking around, I was told that really what shown, is that the past tense of shine, of this car was the acceleration. Let's test it out. Now, of course, this being MP2 means that I'm gonna be, the matchmaking happens through the car rank, so that means that I'm still gonna be finding a bunch of Class S cars and whatnot. But still, I think overall it should be pretty interesting for the matchup. So, yeah, let's see what this car is about. Like I just mentioned, apparently the really strong point of this car used to be the acceleration. And when I say used to be, it's not that it's no longer good acceleration, it's just that comparatively speaking, cars have gotten pretty insane in the stats nowadays. While I imagine that a rank of 4,444 back in the day probably was really high in Class A, nowadays that is just like, you know, it's high, but you know, there's the 4,600 rank cars with absolutely bonkers stats. So yeah. I guess by today's standards, this doesn't look nearly as impressive as it did back in the day. But even in saying that, I still believe that an acceleration of 85 makes it into one of these cars that are just kind of like fun to drive, you know? It's not particularly slow, it accelerates good, it has some pretty decent nitro, so overall, seems like one of these really comfy cars, especially for me with my limited skills. You know, the type of cars that are like, oh yeah, I can use this, I can live with this. Recently, I made a video driving the... Oh, Jesus, like the new quote-unquote king of the game, the Tartarus, the Racer Tartarus. Hold on, they're catching up to me. Shockwave, a little bit of acceleration here, and... Jeez, barely. Someone was right behind me. Oh, and that was an ultimate, look at that. All right, still managed it, let's go. Yeah, I told you, kind of fun to drive. So yeah, driving the Tartarus was, let's call it a humbling experience. Because I talked about that in the video, that I'm not used to driving that type of cars, the super fast cars, the really high performers of this game. I am more used to the up to Class A type of cars. And this is where I find myself comfortable. When it gets to really high performance Class S, it's like, no, I can, whoa, what was that? I really cannot do it yet. I'm kind of trying to learn, but you know, it takes a while, you know, someday. Yeah, that must be some sort of glitched name or something to look like that. Just a big weird square. But anyway, so this is more along the lines of what I enjoy driving, or what I kind of know how to drive. Now, granted, when I say I know how to drive, it's still with a caveat that still skill issues and all of that stuff, but overall I think I'm a better player at this level of cars than I am at the Class S insanely fast vehicles. But hey, thanks for the tips on the previous videos, guys. By the way, I saw some comments. I haven't replied to them, I promise I'll get to that. But yeah, I saw some tips like, hey, you're kind of doing this part wrong, and that's great because that's actually what I was asking you guys, so I appreciate you for giving me the feedback. I legit want to learn to become slightly, a few percentage numbers better player with those type of cars. You know, I'm never gonna be a pro alien, but you know, I'll do what I can. But yeah, it's in this type of cars where I feel more comfortable. I am comfortable with the speed. I'm comfortable with how they handle and whatnot. So yeah, you can tell I definitely enjoy this. And I think I do play a tiny bit better in this type of cars. Look at that name. It's just weird. Anyway, second place, not too bad. I got defeated by a Junta Shell PI. Actually, that was all Class A. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nice. Okay, in this one, there's a couple of Class S cars, so this is gonna get a little bit tougher, especially because, you know, the high top speed section of this track, but let's see what we can do here. Now, don't mind me while I change the color of the car a little bit, because this is a car that, you know, the regular color is only in blue. And this car is also found in Asphalt 8, where I do own it, and over there it doesn't have color options, so I'm kind of sick of seeing this car always in blue. Well, granted, even in that game it's kind of rare, but over there it's rare because it's not a fantastic car, but either way. So I'm okay with just changing the colors a little bit for the sake of variety. You know that I do this anyway in this type of videos, but hey, sort of mentioning it. But yeah, I really like the look of this car. While this is an electric, and you may or may not know that I'm not a particularly huge fan of electric vehicles in general for the lack of roomy noises, I still think that this car looks absolutely gorgeous. Very big wing. I like the styling of the car as well. So hey, I can appreciate it even if it doesn't boom. You know, you can have it all in life, I guess. But yeah, and I've been wanting to get this car for a very long time in this game, but I think it was only available as a Grand Prix car for a while, and eventually it came back. Oh, the overtake. Oh no, I'm gonna lose it now. Am I? No. Keep it together, DVT. Keep it together. Up. By the way, the tomato car that is behind me, I thought that would drift better, but when I tested it, I'm like, wow, that's not all that great. But yeah, I think this car came as Unleashed at some point as well. I did consider going for it. I got defeated by a Countach, but I did beat a P72. There's the Ultima RS and the Speedtail. The two Class S cars didn't do as good as I thought they were going to, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. Two more Countaches and a P72, the tomato. All right. Oh boy, there is a Jesco and a Bugatti Bolide in this race. That's, Oh, and in a top speed track, let's go. Listen, they might be lower rank. They're not maxed out or anything, but still, those things are gonna go insanely fast. So, the enemy team is probably gonna win because those two cars are gonna take the lead. But anyway, so yeah, I do believe that this car came out not too long ago. Maybe was it this year? Probably. There was like an Unleashed for it. The problem with Unleashed is obviously that you need to max, well, at least take the car to the max stars, in this case 6 stars, in order to guarantee getting the key. And man, I just wasn't super willing to spend a ton of tokens on this. Now, I do like the car, yes. I would like to get it, yes. But as I always say, my tokens are saved for one reason and one reason, oh god, only. And that is Lamborghini related stuff. So as much as it hurts me to miss out on getting a car like this one, I'm gonna take the right side because I've never known how to take this side. I mean, I get the idea behind that. I just need to learn the points at which, when to start drifting, how to stop or avoid getting so much into the grass and whatnot. Yeah, this was a terrible race. Okay, fine, whatever. Whoa! Ha, slow trick, let's go. Hey, at least that looked cool. But yeah, look at that. Jesco and the Bolide, both in first place. What did I say? And it's a top speed track anyway, so yeah, this was an RIP from the beginning. All right, I may or may not have painted my car pink. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I really wasn't super happy with the idea of spending a bunch of tokens in this car. Like I said, I like it for sure. I would like to get it for sure. I just don't really feel like spending a whole bunch of tokens on it. Unless, no, even then I was gonna say, unless I had all of the Lambos. I already have all of the Lambos. Well, over here on the Switch, I'm missing one that was never released for us. But either way, I already have them. But you know, this game, you know how this game is. You know that you gotta be prepared for anything. So I always like to have a bunch of tokens available for whenever there's something gonna be Lambo related out of nowhere. So yes, because I may have the Lambos, but I don't. Whoa, stop that! Ah! Fine, we're fine. I don't know, there might be something Lambo suddenly release or a new Lambo or something like that, so I do need to have my tokens available. So that is why you will normally see me having a bunch of tokens. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, man. I did not intend to go on this route, but I'm gonna say that that was totally intentional, that was, it's an alternate route that does provide certain benefits, like avoiding the traffic of that previous section. Oh, Jesus Christ, and then going straight up into all of the dirt, because why not? Oh, man, I was driving okay. See, this is what happens when I paint my cars pink, all right? Nah, this is cursed. I shouldn't have done this. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. With the big black wing, it looks kind of neat, but all right. Let's just pretend this race never happened, and, yeah, nah. All right, there's a Chiron, but everything else is Class A. So this is gonna be pink car attempt number 2, DBT focus mod number 1. How'd you like them numbers? Let's see what we can do over here. So I'm gonna shut up a little bit, try to get something decent going. Because I tell you, when I'm yapping, I don't pay as much attention. Oh, that wasn't great, but you know what? It'll be fine. Not sure that was a very huggable wall, but hey. Alright. Hey, this kind of has worked so far. No, I missed the jump. I missed the jump. My bad. My bad. Man, what a beautiful track this is. But you see how it looks super, like my screen is dirty because of all of the bloom? I hate it so much. In my Windows version of the game, I play without the bloom, and this looks absolutely beautiful. Very saturated colors. But over here, everything looks like my screen is absolutely dirty. Look at all that bloom around everywhere. I don't like... Why am I looking at that place? Well, it doesn't matter. Just wanted to show you how everything looks kind of eesh, you know? Anyway, yeah, relatively decent result, huh? What did I say? It's all a matter of focusing. Second place, not too bad. Ooh, we made it into Osaka. Very well. This could be good for the car. Though the Countach is also considerably agile, so we'll see. Actually, I think Countach is more even more handling focused than this car is. Though it doesn't accelerate nearly as good. And as I say, normally in very twisty tracks and with small jumps, acceleration just absolutely, it's a massive, massive advantage. But we'll see. I'm gonna shut up a little bit once again, try to get something decent going here. Ooh, I just took the lead, let's go. Never mind, someone just cut up to me. I think they were just lagging. They continue lagging. The worst part is that it's also a Techrules, I think, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to do this because it's a much better car. Simply because they drive it. Oh, hello! They rang out, let's go! Focus, DBT, focus! Okay, that was a bit of a fishy jump. We're okay. And this is what I call... I'm telling you, Focus DBT works. Focus mode. Yeah, I mean, I did get a little lucky with the guy crashing somewhere over there, but ringing out. But say, oh, look at that. That was a pretty close match. 20 versus 19 points. All right, cool. I like it. Rome. Okay, cool. We haven't. Whoa, fancy livery. Gee. We haven't played Rome today, have we? All right, we'll be fine. Come on, DBT, focus. You can do something half decent sometimes, so... And I have to hear from you guys if you also like the focus races. I don't think I can do an entire video of just me focusing 100%, because then I'm not talking for the entirety of the video, and well, that's not what we're here for. But I think a few races towards the end kind of works a little bit to try to see what's what. At least I didn't lose all of my speed, so that's something. Man, they're going for those jumps. I can't do it. I can never go into that little jump that we just passed. Not that one, the previous one. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, what just happened? What was that? Taxi, get out of the... Are you kidding me? Thank you very much, Taxi. I really like how you park over there. It's absolutely great. Also, thank you, Gamer, for putting taxis totally not in places where you knew people were gonna hit them. There's a term for that. You know what they call that? It's legit. You can Google it up. It's called the sign. That's what it's called. When they make things specifically to annoy the player. You know they put all of those cars in places where like, yep, they're gonna hit them. They're gonna hit them. Enjoy. So much joy. And turns out that was my last point of fuel for the car. But there you had it. That was the Techrules AT96. What track version? Why don't you let me know in the comments what you think about this car? Do you own it? Was it ever a king? Is it really strong still? Or is it really absolutely surpassed by the newer, stronger cars and all of that stuff? Once again, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.